Come on, somebody. It's cold down here. Probably maybe 52 right now. Guess what we forgot to talk about? Church Without Judgment, your brother Mark. I'm saving the best for last. Look at these flowers. I'm saving the best for last. Guess what we're going to talk about? The lady who started it all. She's a Connor. It ain't Ava. Who you think? Who had my mother? Eloise. We're saving the best for last. We want to talk about Eloise, okay? Before I do that, I'm trying to figure out, I may have the service outside. I guess I will tomorrow. I might have to have galoshes on. But anyways, service tomorrow. Jesus presented at the temple. But let's talk about Eloise Connor, my grandmother. I had two mothers, Deborah Ann and then Eloise. She raised me till I graduated high school. She only hugged me around 5 times the whole time. She was going through things. I don't want to get into all the details. Anybody that knows the family or her family. But she didn't show a lot of love. She didn't talk it. She just walked it. Grandma used to iron my clothes. We lived up on a hill. We had an acre and a half. Grapes, and fruit trees, and she would iron all my clothes. And then tell me, Marky, come get them. I would look at the creases. I was 7, 8 years old. 7, I thought it wasn't taping. 7, 8 years old. And she said, come get him, baby. And I just look at her and would be pressed. And I'd take them, put them in my closet. And then I'd go to school and the kids would just look at me all weird because I was G'd up. I used to go to school looking like I was at church, okay? This is what else she would do. She would cook every day. The only day that would be kind of leftovers would be Saturday. But then sometimes it would be burgers or hot dogs. Or she would say, fend for yourself. Okay? This is else what she would do. She would keep the family together. My uncles and my father, they like to be on that oil. Sometimes they'd be on that ignorant oil, that alcohol. And Grandma would come talk to me and say, baby, I gotta hide the Windsor. She told me that one day. She goes, you know, my family coming up here from D.C. and they're going to be paying Tonk and all this. She said, I got to hide the liquor. But she said, they found that. And then she used to hide her money, you old-time women, y'all know this, in her brassiere or her bra. She'd bring hundreds out sometimes. She'd say, Mark, break this down, give me some change. Then her family would come up from D.C., and it would be a long table, like the table of the Lord. And we would be eating. And if you go in the kitchen before them pots was ready, she'd say, you better get out of that pot before I snap them hands off. Eloise Connor. That's why he scared me. That's why we're having her last. That dog scared me. Okay? Eloise Connor, she raised me. She was my mother. She was my mother because she stayed with me full time, and then my mother came to visit. But Eloise was my mother. And Clifford Connor, that man taught me everything I know. He was a cold man. He put that belt on me, but he told me only 1% gonna get in that NBA. You better get a career. He said, get a skill. All right? So, Eloise Connor, your son Mark salutes you today, right before 2025, and you see the glory of the Lord right there. Eloise Connor, I love you. Your son is doing well, and I'm sorry we didn't hug enough. I wanted to. I didn't understand you, but now I understand. You were in your inner child, and we won't get into all the details, but Grandma, you showed me Mama, you showed me what pure love is. It's not talk, it's action. Anybody can say they love someone, but until you sweat and do the work for someone else, that's a bond servant. My grandmother taught me how to be a priest when I was little. I love you, Grandma. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Jesus presented at the temple. We love you. Church Without Judgment. Bye-bye. Grandma, Mama, I love you. I had 2 mamas and 1 father. Clifford Connor, Eloise Connor, and Deborah Connor. They did it all. That's why they get the glory. Bye-bye.